Hi, everybody. Another beautiful day out there. Hi, Patty.
Hi.
I understand you have something really fun for us today. You've been doing some sort of experiment at home that you wanted to share.
I did.
I'm very curious.
I did an experiment here and I sent it out to all the children. So hopefully they will be able to figure out what they think will happen and then they can let us know, maybe send in a mess like an email or they can try it for themselves and then we can see what our outcome was. What happened was the same as what happened with theirs and it was called walking water. So
Walking water. How intriguing. I'm so curious to see how this unfolds.
So it's done, and I did all the pictures for it, but I also did another experiment just because I thought it would be fun to try to see if this, I think I sent a picture with it with the celery in colored water to see what would happen. So and this is all part of experimenting. It didn't work as well as I thought it would. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a little bit of purple on it, but not a whole lot. Just the very tip.
Oh, yeah.
So it didn't get all the way through. It's got a little bit of purple, but not much.
So I got a question. I wonder if you left it longer for a few more days or if you cut the bottom of the celery off and gave it a fresh opening and if it would change the outcome.
I can try it.
Yeah, I'd love to see if that happens, if anything happens.
So then I thought, just because it's all experimenting, that I would get one of my leaves from my plant and I put it in the water too.
Oh,
But
cool.
I just started it today, so we'll see if the white parts turn purple.
Huh, that's a nice idea.
Yeah, so we'll give it a try, but it's all part of experimenting and it doesn't all have to work the way that you think it's going to work.
Yeah, that's just like a hypothesis, big word for saying, take a good guess.
Yeah, and you just keep trying. You just don't get frustrated. You just think of something else that you could try.
Yeah, well, I'm really curious that if you cut the bottom of your celery off, if anything will happen.
I'll give it a try. Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm wondering what the children thought would happen with that celery. So they can let us know about that too.
And maybe they're going to experiment at home with some other fun things too. Like you tried your plant, maybe they'll have something else that has a leaf on it that may change colors or something else. At school once, I remember using at the preschool, right around now, we would bring in carnations, they're flowers, and we would put them in the same dye, like you're talking as water with some food color, right? That makes the dye. And we would do that with white carnations. And I remember that the carnations did some mysteriously fun things and were kind of interesting. Certain colors worked better than others too. I remember that.
Well, it was funny because I think I remember that same experiment and I was looking for one of my snowdrops outside because it's white, but all my snowdrops are gone, so I couldn't try it.
I see. Well, that's something maybe for another time. This is an experiment that maybe can last, become a project and something that can last a little while.
It sure can.
Huh.
So now because we're just all doing colors, I thought I was going to try this out. I don't know if it'll work or not, but it's all part of experimenting. So I found it online and I sent it to the children too as part of the email that is going out. And it has to do with Skittles.
Skittles. Oh, how fun is that?
You don't have to use Skittles. You can use any other coated candy or sweets that are around the house. But I just happen to have Skittles.
So something like M&Ms or Smarties.
Something with a hard shell.
Oh, okay.
So we'll give it a try. So I'm going to put it over this way so you can see how I set it up.
Oh.
There.
You made a circle.
In a circle, and it's kind of like a pattern. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my warm water and I'm going to pour it in. But what do you think is going to happen, Tracy?
I'm just so curious. I really don't know. I'm like I wonder what will happen. I guess I should take a guess and maybe it'll make the Skittles move or something.
Okay, so let's see. If I do this right, it'll work.
Okay, so she put water on it and filled it up so that it touched every Skittle. Hey, I love your pattern that I see there, Patty. I can see a pattern. It kind of goes, oh, can't see it anymore. There we go.
There. You see what's happening now?
Yeah, this is good. So, oh, look, it's changing. I see your pattern. It almost goes like yellow, orange, green, purple, red.
Can you see what's happening in the center?
Yes, it's starting to make all those same colors spread. Look at that. Yellow, orange, green, purple, red. Yellow, orange, green, purple, red. It's definitely a pattern, Patty. It repeats.
Did you notice anything else, Tracy, with the colors when they're moving?
They're so cool, Patty. What did you do there? How did you make this happen? It's like they're running together. They're starting to run together. What's going on here?
They're running together, but they're not touching. They're staying in their own little line.
Oh.
See that?
How's that happen?
I don't know.
That's so interesting. They're all sticking in their own line, and it looks like a swirl.
A Skittle rainbow.
Skittle rainbow. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's really pretty too.
I'm happy it turned out.
And I'm happy you did a pattern, because a pattern makes it fun too. While you're waiting for the for the colors to do what they're doing right now, is to look at the patterns and see that all the yellows kind of start the pattern off. I noticed it again.
And the key to this experiment, I heard, is to find a surface that, and don't bump it, because as soon as you bump it, then all the colors will run in together.
Oh, I almost want to ask you to bump it.
You want me to bump it?
Just so kids will know what happened. Look, it moved. It moved, and it's going to blend together a little bit now. It's
not all moving in together.
Yeah, it's not all nice and uniform anymore. So don't bump it when you do it, because then it'll look better.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's cool.
So, and children can try putting them in different patterns. It doesn't have to be a circle. They can try different things. They could even do one on the outside, circle on the outside like that one. And then try putting a circle a little closer into the middle and see what happens.
Yeah.
And they can experiment. I use warm water, but they can experiment with different types of water and see. I've heard that if you do different temperatures of water, the results are either faster or slower.
Oh my, that is so interesting. This is an experiment I hope we can revisit with in a little while, after all of you have had a chance to have some fun with it, and maybe we can just see your outcome, and then maybe it'll give us more ideas like Patty just did there. Try it with different temperatures of water. Hey, what if you put ice cubes in the middle and let them melt? Would the same thing happen?
They can give it a try and let us know.
I wonder how long the ice cubes would take to melt, and how. That's cool.
And if they don't use Skittles and they use something else, they can let us know too.
Awesome. Thanks for doing that, Patty. You found a really interesting thing to do at home, and most people can find something with a hard-shelled candy around and about. So it's not something I eat on a regular basis. I'm not really someone who enjoys the sweets, but it certainly looks like a lot of fun there to do an experiment like that.
Yeah, they can give it a try, and then if they do try either of the experiments that we did, they can send us pictures and let us know what they used and what water temperature they used. And
that's cool. Thanks so much, Patty. I'm really, really, really looking forward to the kids' outcome and some of the emails that we'll get. Don't forget to email us back at waterloopreschool.teacher@gmail.com, or you can email Patty, and Patty is?
I am waterloopreschool.ASSTDEACHER@gmail.com.
Awesome. So yeah,
keep checking us out on YouTube, because we will do them daily.
That's great. Thanks again for joining us, everybody. Have a super day.
Bye.